Hi guys, my name is Victor. So I came here, I've decided to make this video to talk about Marilyn Manson 2019 or better, maybe Manson after Against All Gods, after Lest We Forget, or like Eat Me Drink Me because he hasn't been the same for a while. Some people say like, "Oh, he's 50 now." Yes, I know. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I know who I am talking about also. And I don't think like these excuses they work anymore, you know. I know he's aging, but I saw him when I was like 18 years old back in the Eat Me Drink Me days, Rape of the World tour. It was nice, but I remember we were all disappointed back in the day. But still, was he doing like trying at least to do his thing, you know? Trying to express his point of view with the romantic vibes back in the day. And, like the who knows his record? Eat Me, Drink Me, it was very romantic and goth, but with the past of the years, like it came out with the high end of low in 2009. It was very awful. Like his performances were very terrible. He was drunk all the fucking time. He was into absinthe and all the time. Okay, but then we always thought he was like going through that depression or addiction or whatever, but he hasn't been. He's been fucking everything up since then. Like when we got Twiggy back to the band, we thought like 2008 shows they were amazing, just a blast. Like if you look for it on YouTube, Marilyn Manson 2008, the concerts were incredible, and then we were expecting something really great coming up. But then they, as I said some minutes ago, some seconds ago, that they came out with the high end of low, which is the the lowest point of the high by drugs, I guess. He was so heartbroken. I know he was like having some struggle in his life against his fiance, or I don't remember exactly, but I think it was even Rachel Wood. And then some years later, I guess in 2012, he released Born Villain. I have all the records here. So if I have any trouble with the dates, just please comment here if I'm wrong. But the thing is, well, okay, he was with Twiggy, and then they had like the drummer who recently, his name was Jason Shutter, who recently had an interview talking about how it was working with Manson, and he said it was very, very terrible. Not in these words, like he was avoiding saying it was bad, but we could feel like because there was like the highlight of this conversation, this interview, was that he said Manson's manager Tony told him if Manson was blamed about fucking up anything on stage, all the band were blamed for that. So you couldn't have ego working with this person, as Jason Shutter said, the Born Villain drummer. And then after breaking up with Twiggy again, he had his Tyler Bate vibes. But I'm not. The thing about this video is not talking bad things about the records. The records are still, all of them are incredible. The Pale Emperor is incredible. Heaven Upside Down is also a very great record. I do listen to it a lot of, even though now we are at the end, very ending of 2019. It's still a great record. I do play it a couple of times, and the thing is, now he just had this concert Aftershock. He's been playing with Rob Zombie. I think it's their third tour together, the Twins of Evil. They have been playing together. Actually, Manson's been opening. He's the opening act for Rob Zombie, which in my I do like both of them, but I think Manson is like art. He's a masterpiece himself. You know, he's a piece of art, a living piece of art. But he's very, I don't know, tired. I don't know if he's struggling with addiction. I remember his mom passed away during the Pamper production, and his father passed away during the last Heaven Upside Down record before releasing the record. And he was like very heartbroken. But I don't think this is exactly the 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 point that comes out this depression, because he's always been a depressive person. And the thing is, he's been performing like 9 songs per night, and I'm sick and tired of listening the Dope Show, The Beautiful People, Sweet Dreams, Angel with His Capped Wings, which I think is amazing. But he's been playing this for at least the last 10 years or 8 years. It's nice, still it's nice, but he has so many great songs like The Speed of Pain, Mandate to Fear, Cake and Sodomy, and etc. Like In the Shadow Valley of Death, A Place in the Dirty, um, not in the dirty, in the dirt, but okay. Um, so I don't know what is happening to this person. I think he needs help. I don't know. He needs like therapy and whatever. Someone has to go for this person. I don't think he's okay. As a very huge fan of him, he's been like struggling with something, we don't know what it is, and people are making fun of him because he kind of makes fun of himself. You know, he's just like a sad version of himself. My opinion, as a fan, I think he should go through all this shit, you know, because he's still living his Antichrist superstar days, which are really gone far away, like 23 years ago. And he has to get over it. Like, he's been releasing good shit, and he should, I don't know, open the record, the concerts with other songs like Hey Cruel World is amazing, Deep Six, or any other things. But we are sick and tired. I don't know. I'm from Brazil, and I've been to few concerts because he rarely comes to South America. But the ones who are like used to go to his concert in North America, I wouldn't pay the price to see like all this shit over again, because the few ones I've been to, he played basically the same shit, with some exceptions. Like sometimes he thinks of the Antichrist and then he plays Tourniquet, which is a single, or sometimes Crucifixion in space, which is a boring live song. It's a great song, okay, but it's very boring live. You know, it just doesn't work. And I don't know, I think he should like play more of the new stuff. And I'm not being a hardcore fan or an old school person, just talking about the Hollywood era and the Omega. I'm talking about Born Villain, The Pale Emperor, and Heaven Upside Down. You know, there are really great shit, great songs in these records. And if he could, like, I don't know, instead of playing all that old shit, he should recreate himself, his image, get his shit together. And I don't know, like, I feel nothing but ashamed, you know, because I do love this guy to death, but like I just can't defend him anymore. He's he's done. Like, I think he's about to release a new record with, I don't know, maybe country vibes and stuff. But I'm not really. I haven't been reading about it because I do not expect anything. Even though all the records up to now are really great, I do not expect anything about this person. And even if the record's good, he's gonna play like two or three songs top, and there's gonna be all the same old shit, the very old and boring version of himself. And I don't know, please, if you see this video up to now, comment something just to share information, what you think about it. Because when I read stuff on YouTube, I can see some people complaining like, "Oh, but you don't want a 50 years old guy cutting himself on stage and being naked and etc." This is not about it anymore, baby. Not anymore. This is about a person who is a singer trying to, perform. He was always a performer. Why in the hell can't he perform anymore? So I just don't know. I think he should retire. As a very big fan, it's very sad of saying it. I just really wanted to share it with you guys because I just can't stand this anymore. I've been following this person, following all his art, following all these things. Still, I won't prefer listening to the records instead of going to a concert nowadays. It's very, very sad and heartbreaking saying this. But he's part of my life, and I don't know. I think that person needs fucking help. That's it. Okay? See you in a few to talk more about Manson. It's very sad.